In 1991, two hikers found a man frozen inside an Alpine glacier. They thought he was a lost climber. He had been dead for 5,300 years. His name is Otzi, and he was carrying a container, a small cylinder of birch bark stitched with lime fiber. Inside it, maple leaves, still green when he packed them. Inside the leaves, charcoal. 6 different kinds of wood. The leaves were wrapping. The charcoal was cargo. He wasn't carrying tools to make fire. He was carrying the fire itself. A copper-age man walking through the Alps with a portable ember. To understand why, you have to try making one from nothing. There are only a few ways to do it. The simplest is the hand drill. You spin a wooden stick against a flat wooden board. Friction grinds the wood into hot black dust. If the dust gets hot enough, it forms a coal. The coal is smaller than a grain of rice. It is also the entire point of the last 20 minutes. Your palms slide down the stick as you push. You have to reset them, and every reset loses heat. Experienced practitioners get blisters. Beginners get nothing at all. The bow drill's better than a cord, a bow, more speed, but now you need cordage, and cordage takes hours to make. Then there's percussion, striking pyrite against flint. Otzi carried pyrite too. Sparks, not friction, but a spark lasts a fraction of a second. It has to land on something that will accept it. That something is tinder, and tinder must be bone dry. Dry grass, shredded bark, seed down, fungus. And here is the part nobody tells you. Humidity in the air alone can stop the whole thing. Rain ruins it. Cold ruins it. Tired hands ruin it. On a bad day, fire simply does not happen. So ancient humans almost never started fires. They kept one alive for years, sometimes for generations. In Qasem Cave, Israel, archaeologists found a hearth, not a scatter of ash. A defined spot used repeatedly, ash layered on ash, 300,000 years old. Around it, thousands of burnt flint tools and cut-marked bones. Generations of people returned to the same fire. Not the same kind of fire, the same one. Keeping it burning is not passive. Wood burns down in hours. Someone has to feed it. At night, someone has to stay awake. The firekeeper? Probably the oldest recurring job on Earth. Bank the coals, cover them with ash, keep air moving slowly. Too much air and the fuel burns out by dawn. Too little and you wake up to cold gray powder. And if you wake up to cold gray powder, everyone eats raw, sleeps unprotected, and looks at you. Fire was warmth, cooking, light, and safety from predators. It was also the only thing standing between a group and the dark, which is why the failure was social, not technical. You did not lose your fire, you lost everyone's fire, and then you had to go and ask, which brings us to the strangest technology in prehistory, the fire container. Otzi's birch bark cylinder was one solution. Charcoal wrapped in fresh leaves, smoldering slowly, starved of air, enough oxygen to stay alive, not enough to burn through. He also carried tinder fungus cut from birch trees, foams fomentarius. It holds a coal for hours. Other groups used clay pots, shells, hollow horns. Some carried a slow-burning log and simply never let it die. In the Andaman Islands, this was documented into modern times. Early accounts describe islanders carrying smoldering wood between camps. Fire not as a skill, but as an object you own. And an object you own can be given away. If your flame died, you walked to the next group. You arrived with nothing and asked for a coal. They would probably give it. Coals cost almost nothing, but now you owed them. Fire may be the first thing humans had to owe each other. Not food, which spoils, not tools, which break, something that had to be maintained by someone continuously forever. That obligation never really went away. In Rome, the Vestal Virgins tended a flame that could not go out. If it died, the priestess responsible was beaten for it. In Zoroastrian temples, some fires are said to have burned for over 1,500 years, tended by hand 5 times a day without interruption. We usually call these things symbols. They are not symbols. They are the original job, preserved. A ritual is what a survival task becomes when it stops being necessary, because for 1,000,000 years it was necessary. Every flame you have ever seen was passed from something older, camp to camp, hearth to hearth, hand to hand, an unbroken line of people who did not let it go out. Your stove lights in half a second. You will not think about it. Nobody does, but that half second sits on top of 1,000,000 years of someone somewhere staying awake to keep it going, and the line has still never been broken.